So this is the part 2 of your revision session. Now we are starting financial statements of not-for-profit organizations. Okay, in financial statements of not-for-profit organization, what we have to understand and learn. See, non-profit organization means all students know ki an organization which is established specifically with the intention of providing the services to society. Their motto is rendering services, not to earn profits. Their main motto is what? To render services. Examples: school, colleges, educational institutions, hospital, charitable societies, okay, sports organizations. These are the examples of non-profit organizations. Clear? Now, financial statements of non-profit organization or not-for-profit organizations consisting of 3 items: receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Okay, receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, balance sheet. Financial statements of trading organizations consisting of trading P&L and balance sheet. So here trading account is not prepared. Here income and expenditure and balance sheet is prepared. So in place of P&L, income and expenditure is prepared. Okay, because here there is no trade activities here. Here there is no trade activities here. This is the reason that trading account, P&L account is not prepared, because here objective is different. Objective is to render service. That's why objective is not to earn profit. This is the reason key profit and loss account is not opened. Income and expenditure account is opened. So ultimately financial statements consisting of 3: receipts and payments, income and expenditure, balance sheet. Receipts and payment account is similar to cash book. It is a real account. When we prepare receipts and payments account, all receipts will be debit side, all payments will be credit side. A rule of thumb in this account is what? All receipts, whether related to previous year, current year, next year, will be receipts. Irrespective of nature also, we'll write the receipts on receipt side. Whether capital receipt, revenue receipt is also not important. Receipt or payment is important. If it is receipt, receipt side, debit side. If it is payment, credit side, payment side. So nature of payment, year not important. Any year, previous year, current year, next year. If that is paid in this year, it will come on payment side. Similarly, nature is also not important. Revenue or capital. If paid that year, this year, that will come on payment side. Receive this year, that will come on receipt side. Okay. In receipts and payments account, any transaction which does not affect cash or bank or does not having cash involvement is excluded. Is excluded. So non-cash items will not come here, like depreciation, loss on sale of assets, any transaction which is accrued, any transaction which is outstanding. This will not come in receipts and payments account, because this is not a accrual system of accounting. This is a cash system of accounting. So cash receipts, cash payments only will take place here. Ultimate purpose of objective of receipts and payments account is to ascertain closing balances of cash and bank at the end of the year. Okay. But sometime in academic problems and solutions, closing balances also given. So opening balance can be balancing figure. Understand? But ultimate purpose is what? Whenever closing balances of cash or bank is not available, receipts and payments account is opened and closing balances of cash or bank is ascertained. This is the purpose. Understand? Now next discussion is income and expenditure account. So before starting income and expenditure, we should go through format also, because revisionary class na. So once you should get the idea what items will come on receipts, what items will come on payments. Concept you understand ki all types of receipts will be receipts, all types of payments will be payment. Nature not important, revenue or capital are not important, year also not important, previous, current, next. Only receipt, payment, that's it. Receipt means receipt, payment means payment. Right? So what items will come on receipt side and payment side? If you go through that, some clarity will come. Like receipt side, first opening balance of cash bank will come. If there is a overdraft opening, credit side. Overdraft always representing bank. Next, all types of receipts will receipt side, like subscription received, donation received, life membership fees received, entrance fees received. Okay. Next is sale of grant received, sale of assets, sale of newspaper, interest. Okay. All rent. Think from non-profit organization point of view. So all this will be receipt side. Legacy will also receipt side. Legacy will also receipt side. Okay. Now, legacy means transfer of funds through will to a non-profit organization. When a person is transferring the funds to non-profit organization through will, that is called as legacy. Okay, donation means it can be general also, specific also. Specific donation means it is given for building, construction of capital block, or construction of any pavilion, etc. It will be used for a specific purpose only. General donation means it is for any purpose utilized. Entrance fees means to enter into the organization, it has to be paid to take the entry, to get the entry. Life membership fees means to become the member for whole life, it will be given. Okay. Next is interest. When non-profit organization make the investment, interest will come. Sale of assets, when any asset became old, sold out, receipt will come. So like this entries will come on receipt side. Now payment side, very simple. First routine payments will come. Payment for printing stationery, payment for postage stamp, payment of salaries, payment of rent. Okay. Payment of other administration expenses. Purchase of assets. Okay. Purchase of equipment. Clear? Honorarium. Sometime non-profit organization will borrow the money also. So interest paid. Clear? So these are the various types of payments. These are the various types of payments. Important thing is it should be receipt or payment only. Other than it will not come in receipts and payments. After that, if you balance, mostly closing balance is missing. Closing balance is balancing figure. If opening balance missing, opening balance will be balancing figure. Okay, that's it. Chaliye. So what will not come in this account? Non-cash items and items of accrual nature. Items of accrual nature. Chaliye, this is understand, very simple. Clear now? Online students, if you have any query, message. Sundry receipt means if any receipt to which you cannot give any title, तो sundry बोलते हैं. सब छोटे छोटे के क्लब कर देते हैं. It is sundry. Small receipts you are gathering and accumulating, it is called as sundry. इस पे क्या दिमाग लगाते हैं सन्ड्री वंड्री में? मेन प्रॉब्लमों में दिमाग लगाओ. हाँ चलिए, ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, receipts and payments account understand? Send the message, I am waiting here. सभी बच्चे सेंड करो जी, 2-3 बच्चे सेंड करें जब से मैसेज. The next is income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is similar to your profit and loss account. It is prepared on accrual basis. In accrual basis, what rule we will follow? Expenses and incomes will be recorded on the basis of as and when incurred and as and when earned. It means any item of income which is relating to current accounting period, even it is received also, not received also, it will come in income side. Similarly, any item of expense which is related to or pertaining to current accounting period, whether it is paid also, not paid also, it will come on expense. This is called as what? Accrual basis. So in accrual basis, current accounting period expenses and incomes we have to record. Whether it is paid or not, that is not important. Whether it is received or not, that is also not important. But it should be mainly relating to current accounting period. In current accounting period figure, if any figure related to previous year included, any figure relating to next year included, that will be minus. Only current year expenses, current year incomes will come in accrual. So in income and expenditure also same rule. It is similar to P&L account. It is a nominal account. Rule is what? Debit expenses and losses, credit incomes and gains. All expenses relating to current accounting period will be debited. Similarly, all incomes relating to current accounting period will be credited. Expenses and incomes will be recorded on accrual principle. Clear? Non-cash expenses also, cash expenses also. Both will come in income and expenditure. Okay? Only revenue type expenses will come and revenue type incomes will come. Capital nature expenses, capital nature receipts will not come in income and expenditure. While preparing income and expenditure account, one more point also necessary. That point is expenses or income of current accounting period only required. In current accounting period income, if income related to previous or next year is included, that will be subtracted. Similarly, in any expense, if any item of previous year or next year included, that is also subtracted. So only current year expense or current year income will come here. Clear? In current year, if any amount is due which is not paid, even it is not paid also, it will come in current year. Similarly, in current year, if any amount is not yet received, yet to be received, in that case also it will come in income side. Objective of preparing income and expenditure account is to ascertain surplus or deficit. If incomes are more than expenditure, surplus will come. If expenditures are more than income, deficit will come. Okay? Here non-cash expenses also will come, depreciation, loss on sale of assets, etc. Whereas in receipts and payment, this will not come. Okay? This is the format of income and expenditure. So subscription, donations, sale of newspaper, interest, hall rent. Clear? Sometime entrance fees which is not capitalized, life membership fees which is not capitalized will also come. Legacy which is not capitalized will also come. Clear? Then any sundry income will also come. Sundry income will also come. Expenditures में rent, salary, printing, postage, stationery. Clear? Depreciation, honorarium. Okay, loss on sale of assets. Profit will be credit side. So these are the debit side expenses. So credit minus debit, incomes minus expenses, surplus will come. Or expenditure more than income is deficit will come. Okay, now next is balance sheet. So balance sheet of non-profit organization is prepared in same manner in which we will prepare the balance sheet of a profit organization. The only difference is we need capital fund here. Like in financial statements of sole proprietary, we need capital, no? Here capital fund required. If capital fund is not given, we need to open opening balance sheet. We need to open opening balance sheet. So opening balance sheet we have to prepare. Opening assets, asset side. Opening liabilities, liability side. Difference will be capital fund. After capital fund calculation, we start or we can prepare closing balance sheet. So in closing balance sheet, capital fund, in that surplus will be plus, deficit minus. Any item which is capitalized plus, any item which is not capitalized, separately we have to write if that is of capital nature. Like donation, legacy, life membership fees, borrowing, liability side. outstanding expenses, income received in advance, liability side entries. Asset side, cash in hand, cash at bank, outstanding subscription, prepaid expenses. Clear? Assets में buildings, okay, books, furniture, sports equipment, stock of stationery. Okay, these are the assets. Understand? देख लो एक बार. Clear? Now capital fund is excess of assets over liabilities. Excess of assets over liabilities means when we prepare the closing balance sheet, if capital fund is not given, we have to prepare the opening balance sheet and first capital fund is ascertained. Opening assets minus opening liabilities, capital fund will come. Sometimes capital fund is also called as general fund or accumulated fund. General fund or accumulated fund. Now next is subscription. Subscription calculation. Subscription means it is annual contribution by members of non-profit organization. It is annual contribution made by members of not-for-profit organization, NPO. Means to run non-profit organization, NPO, funding required or not? Without funding, is it possible to manage the activities or operational activities? No. So funding required. So this funding will come from members' contribution. To state non-profit organization, members required. So it is members driven organization. So there will be a contribution from members. So members will contribute here. So according to contributions of members, the operational expenses will be managed. So subscription is an annual contribution made by members of the organization. Okay? Understand? Now how to calculate the subscription? If you are preparing income and expenditure account, how to calculate the subscription income? So for this, we understand one account. In that account, if you need subscription for income and expenditure also, it will come. If you need subscription for receipts and payments account also, it will come. That account is what? Subscription account. So in subscription account, outstanding subscription at beginning will be debit because it is asset. Outstanding subscription at end will be credit. Outstanding beginning debit, end credit. Subscription received in advance, beginning of the year will be credit, end of the year will be debit. And subscription received will be credit side. So balancing figure is what? Amount transfer to income and expenditure. Amount transfer to income and expenditure. That will come on debit side. It will come on debit side. Clear? Understand? Sometime one difficult adjustment will be given. The subscription outstanding beginning of the year is 5,000. From this 5,000, 4,000 is received. 1,000 is not yet received. So this 1,000 which is not yet received is outstanding end of the year also. outstanding end of the year also. Suppose beginning of the year outstanding is 5,000. From this 4,000 paid or 4,000 received. So still 1,000 receivable or not at the end. So in end of the year subscription outstanding, this 1,000 will be added. So in closing balance, credit side, we have to add this 1,000 also. Okay? Clear? अब पढ़ के आना नहीं तो क्या समझ में आया था फिर? रिवीजन क्लास है ये, ओरिजिनल क्लास है क्या ये? Sometimes subscription written off will be given. Subscription written off will be given. It means sometime one member is not paying the subscription from certain number of years. He became die. So subscription will come from that person? No. So it should be write off. It should be write off. So write off means minus करना पड़ेगा उसको. क्या करना पड़ेगा? Minus. So minus items will be debit side रहते हैं. Plus item will be credit side रहते हैं. In subscription account, minus item will be debit, plus item will be credit. So subscription written off debit side लिख देना. कौन सा side? Debit side. So in according to accrual concept, minus item will be debit, plus item will be credit. According to cash concept उल्टा कर देना. According to cash concept reverse. Okay. So first of all, what you need? Subscription income as per income and expenditure required means prepare subscription account, debit side income and expenditure, balancing figure will come, transfer to income and expenditure. If you are preparing receipts and payment account, you want bank figure, how much received, so it will come credit side. कौन सा side आता हो? Credit side. Balancing figure like this. ये अकाउंट बनता है आपका. ये अकाउंट बनता है. If you want to calculate subscription as per income and expenditure account, इधर आएगा वो. अगर आपको how much subscription received you want to calculate, इधर it will come. Entries will same, entries will not change. I given very exhaustive format. ये तो simple है ये भी. मैं पूरे entries दिया तुम्हारे को. Outstanding beginning end, received in advance beginning end, cash credit, income and expenditure balancing transfer to account, everything I given clearly. Check that. So very simple. ऐसा देखिए, some students will learn subscription in different way also. कैसा पढ़ते सुनिए. Outstanding for current year will be plus. Outstanding for previous year will be minus. Received in advance in previous year is plus, because previous year it was received in advance for this year. So that is relating to which year? This year. So plus. This year received in advance is for next year. So minus. Understand? Outstanding for previous year means previous year na minus. Outstanding for current year means this year plus. Received in advance in previous year, that is for this year, plus. Received in advance is this year for next year. So this is for next year na minus. So this procedure is followed when you are calculating subscription for income and expenditure account. For which account? Income and expenditure account. Suppose if you are calculating the subscription received amount, subscription not for income and expenditure, you are calculating subscription amount for receipts and payment account. Which account? So in that case, reverse rule will be applicable. So first subscription as per income and expenditure will come. In that, outstanding for previous year plus, current year minus. Received in advance for current year plus, previous year minus. Opposite हो जाएगा फिर. Or you can prepare this account. Account is best. Understand? So subscription clear? Online student, concept of subscription is understand or not? The next is stock of stationery or stock of postage stamp, etc. So in this case also you can prepare account also, or you can do plus minus also. If you are preparing account, अगर account बना रहे आप, so account will be prepared in this way. This is stock of equipment or medicine account समझिए. Okay, so opening stock will be on. This is opening stock. तो कौन सा स्टॉक रहेगा? ओपनिंग स्टॉक. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक विल बी okay. Next, this is outstanding creditor. This is what? Outstanding creditors. Beginning. This is outstanding creditors. End. Then here along with opening stock, advance payment will also come. What will come? Advance paid. Advance paid beginning. Advance paid end here. Advance paid end credit side at the end of the year. Okay. So opening stock, closing stock, advance paid beginning, advance paid end, outstanding creditor beginning, outstanding creditor end. उसके बाद amount paid to supplier, amount paid to supplier. So entry is what? Supplier to bank, supplier to bank. So here to bank. Then balancing figure is what? Amount transferred to income and expenditure. This is balancing figure. This is receipts and payments amount. This is receipts and payment. If you are preparing receipts and payment account, this figure you have to select and transfer to receipts and payment. If you are preparing income and expenditure account, this figure you have to select and transfer to income and expenditure. This is a combined account. If you prepare this, your time is saved and same answer will come. Now same thing if you want to do in plus minus way. In plus minus style. So what it will be? Very simple. First we have to write opening stock. In this purchases will be plus, or amount paid to supplier will be plus, closing stock will be minus or not? Outstanding creditor end. Outstanding creditor end. ये थोड़ा नीटली लिखेंगे उसको. First, this is accrual concept. Which concept? Accrual. So accrual first, opening stock, purchases, closing stock, then outstanding creditor. This is at end. Outstanding creditors at beginning. Then advance paid to supplier at beginning, advance paid to supplier at end. This is accrual concept. This is called as what? Stock consumed. Stock consumed or used. Stock of medicine, stock of stationery, stock of postage stamp, stock of any sports equipment. Clear? Now cash system. In cash system, first whatever we have done here, it will reverse. So first what will come? Stock consume will come. What will come? Stock consume will come here. In this, closing stock will be plus, opening stock will be minus. Creditors beginning of the year will be plus. Creditors beginning will be plus. End of the year will be minus. Okay. Then advance payment end will be plus, beginning will be minus. Okay. So what will come? Amount paid to supplier will come. What will come? Amount paid to supplier. This is payment to supplier. So while calculating payment to supplier, we have to check only what? Key. What is the payment made in this year? What is the payment made in this year? See, closing stock, opening stock. Why this reversed? Try to understand. Creditors beginning, creditors end. See, creditors at end of the year is deducted and creditors at beginning of the year is included. Reason is what? Creditors at beginning of the year is included because first we will pay the payment of previous creditors. First we will make the payment of previous creditor. तो पहले ओल्ड क्रेडिटर का पैसा पेमेंट होता ना, तो किसका पैसा पेड हुआ? ओल्ड का पेड हुआ ना, तो यहाँ पेड हुए सो आता है. तो एंड ऑफ द ईयर क्रेडिटर पेमेंट इज मेड, नॉट येट मेड, बट ओल्ड क्रेडिटर पेमेंट इज मेड ना, तो दैट्स व्हाई दिस प्लस. दिस अमाउंट इज नॉट येट पेड, दैट्स व्हाई इसको माइनस करें अपन लोग. वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग व्हाट? हाउ मच पेमेंट. So advance paid end, this is in this year paid. Advance payment beginning, this is previous year paid, this is minus. So this year how much payments you made, that will plus. And whatever payments already made previously, that is minus. So advance paid in this year is plus. Previous year का advance इसमें plus कैसे होएगा? That is already paid in previous year. So this year cash not affected ना, ले minus. So this is the procedure. Accrual cash. तो ये नहीं करना है, अकाउंट बनाओ खत्म करो. ये 2 in 1 है ये. दिस इज 2 in 1. ओके, बट्टी मारने का सब्जेक्ट नहीं है ये, समझने का सब्जेक्ट है ये. HRA नहीं है ये. HRA नहीं बोल तो हंसी आ रही क्या? So instead of this two separate concept, to prepare this account, it will be simple na. If you need receipts and payment figure also, it will come. If you need income and expenditure figure also, it will come. Format will not change. Only balancing figure will change. Only what will change? Balancing figure. And in practical accounts also, ledger is prepared. ये बनता क्या? Plus minus होता क्या ऐसा? Computerized accounting में plus minus होता है क्या? Ledger is open. So you should have ledger knowledge. Okay. After this, we have to understand the preparation part, financial statement preparation part. What part? Financial statement preparation part. So mostly in examination they will ask the questions on receipts and payments account also. कौन से account पे question पूछता हूँ? Receipts and payments. So in receipts and payments, if they ask the question, so we have to reverse the procedure. Means we need to calculate this figure. Okay? And similarly, if subscription account you are preparing, which account? Subscription account. So subscription account also already explained ना. क्या बताया था subscription में मैं? Outstanding, beginning of the year debit, end of the year credit. Received in advance, opening credit, end of the year debit. Okay? Subscription receive credit, income and expenditure balancing debit. यही दिखाया था ना आपको? Right, sir. चलिए सब्सक्रिप्शन अकाउंट अगर बना रहे आप तो कैसा बनता है? ये क्या रहेंगे? आउटस्टैंडिंग बिगिनिंग. End. Okay. Now how much received? That is clear. ये receipts and payments का फिगर रहता है. So this is income and expenditure. So balancing figure can be this one also and this one also. Suppose if you are preparing income and expenditure account, so this figure is required. You are preparing receipts and payments account, this payment is required. Understand? This is subscription account. Clear? चलिए तो फाइनल अकाउंट प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा वो तो आपको. अब फाइनल अकाउंट कराते बैठूंगा इधर मैं. फाइनल अकाउंट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस. कॉन्सेप्ट है एक्सप्लेन्ड. नाउ डोनेशंस में क्या करना? स्मॉल डोनेशन, बिग डोनेशन. बिग डोनेशन है कैपिटलाइज बैलेंस शीट. स्मॉल अमाउंट इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर इनकम साइड. लीगेसी, लाइफ मेंबरशिप फीस एंड एंट्रेंस फीस. क्वेश्चन साइलेंट है. कैपिटलाइज अज्यूम्ड. अज्यूम कैपिटलाइज show in balance sheet. If question is specified ki this is income, then it show in income side. It will be shown in income side. Which items? Entrance fees, legacy, life membership fees. If question is silent, balance sheet assuming capitalize. If question clearly specifying this is income, so income side, otherwise not. Okay now? This is the concept. Now you can solve 2-3 questions. Concept will 100% clear. Okay. अब क्वेश्चन तो सॉल्व करने का टाइम नहीं है ना अब ये. फिर भी एक एग्जांपल दिखाई देता हूं आपको. सब्सक्रिप्शन पे देख लो. This is receipt and payments account extract. Subscription previous year, current year, next year. Subscription outstanding 6,000. Subscription outstanding 5,000 relating to 16. So this is previous year, this is current year. Received in advance 6,000. We have to prepare subscription account. क्या बनाना? तो credit side में opening balance, sorry, debit side में opening balance 6,000. तो सब्सक्रिप्शन एट बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर हाउ मच? देखिए प्रीवियस ईयर करंट ईयर, नेक्स्ट ईयर. 15, 14, 15 क्या है? दिस इज नेक्स्ट ईयर. ओके. तो सब्सक्रिप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग हाउ मच? 6,000. ये डेबिट में आ जाएगा. सब्सक्रिप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग एंड 5,000. ओके, 5,000 ना. बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर आउटस्टैंडिंग हाउ मच? 6,000. उसमें से कितना रिसीव करे? स्टिल 1,000 रिसीवेबल. स्टिल 1,000. समझ में आई बात? उसका ब्रेकअप हो जाता है इधर कि टोटल 5,000 में 1,000 प्रीवियस ईयर का है, 4,000 इस ईयर का है. समझ में आया ना? क्लियर है? सी टोटल आउटस्टैंडिंग फॉर करेंट ईयर हाउ मच गिवन? 5,000. So in this 1,000 is relating to previous year na, because out of 6,000 how much receive? So 1,000 is from 14, 15 and 4,000 is from 15, 16. Understand? और separately also can add, no problem. उससे बैलेंस शीट पे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. 1,000 टोटल एक्स्ट्रा आता. खाली क्या आता? 1,000 टोटल एक्स्ट्रा आता है. दिस इज बेटर ट्रीटमेंट. 5,000, 6,000. क्लियर? नाउ रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस. Received in advance previous year how much? 6,000. Previous year how much? Current year how much? 6,000. So credit side 6,000, debit side 6,000. Received how much? ये क्रेडिट साइड में लिख देना. बैलेंसिंग फिगर ये आता. अंडरस्टैंड? चलिए समाप्तम. इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर क्लियर, राइट? సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ తో కంపేర్ చేయాలి. ఇఫ్ డొనేషన్ అమౌంట్ ఈస్ లెస్ దెన్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ అమౌంట్, ఇన్కమ్. మోర్ దెన్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ అమౌంట్, క్యాపిటలైజ్. If you are not in a position to decide properly, if it is more than subscription amount, assume ki capitalize. If nature of donation is not given, ki donation specifica, donation generala, so in that case, simple methodology is called ki amount bigger, amount smaller, check. If amount is big, means very high amount or more than subscription amount, capitalize. Or if it is a small amount, it is income side. Okay? चलिए, सो रिमेनिंग प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चन सब आप सॉल्व करो तो ये आपको मजा आएगा. फिर आप कॉन्सेप्ट ऑलरेडी आई एक्सप्लेन. प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू सॉल्व. अब कौन सा चैप्टर बोलना है बोलिए? पार्टनरशिप कंप्लीटेड, नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कंप्लीटेड.